back on YouTube. I am back. Camera in forever. That's cool. Hey guys, what is up? I am back. I am back on YouTube. I am back vlogging for y'all. I am just back. It's been too long since I've been on YouTube vlogging with this camera, and I'm so excited to be back. A lot of things have happened in the past few months, the past like 5 months since my last vlog. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all, tell you what I've been doing with my life, what's going on with my job, where do I live. So let's get to it. The last time y'all saw me, I was still living in Patterson. I was still doing my Disney college program. And my Disney college program unfortunately ended on January 5th. So let me just say the months of December and the month of January, the month of November and the month of December were just anxiety for me because I had to figure out where I was going to live. I was going to figure out what my job was going to be, and I was just so like frazzled. So anyway, what I'm going to do after Disney, like after my college program ends, and back in November I did apply for a full-time, part-time position. We'll get back to that later, but yeah, I was like so anxious, and all of my friends were like going back home. There were a couple of my friends were staying down here, and they were with me in the same boat. And then I met a girl. Her name was Liz. She is now my roommate. But we met. She picked up EHH, which, if you don't know what EHH is, it means extra hours. So she worked on Sunset Boulevard, and then I guess they separated, and she was now Animation Courtyard. I don't know, Liz, if you're watching this, sorry. But she pretty much worked in Star Wars Launch Bay. So she picked up a lot of shifts at Oscars, and I met her, and we became really good friends, and we talked a lot when we both had shifts together. And so she was joking one day. She was like, "Hey, we're looking for a fourth roommate. You know, if you're really thinking about staying down here, you know, you should, like, are you interested?" And I was like, okay, like, sure, like, just joking around too. But then as January 5th crept closer and closer, I was like, I can be your fourth roommate. Like, I need a place to live. So January 5th rolls around. I sign up on their lease. I look in the apartment. It's awesome. It's an amazing area. Like, I live close by to everything. But we just live in an amazing area, and I love it so much. But anyway, so I moved in. The whole month of January it's kind of a blur for me because that's the time I was looking for jobs. I was getting my room set up. I was kind of like in this, I didn't want to go back to my state of being depressed, because when my first college program ended and I went back home, I got into depression. I was so sad. Like, I don't even want to think about it because I was just so torn, and I didn't want to get back in that area. So the whole month of January, Liz, she had friends that came and visit and stayed with us for a few weeks, and I loved it. They are now some of my closest friends, so I love them. And you know, it kind of helped. Liz would get me into the parks. Some of my friends would get me into the parks, the ones who extended their program, and they would get me into the park, so that kind of like buffered my little like sadness wall I had up. And then you know, it just got to a point where I was like, I need a job. Like, I can't just stay in this state of worry. Like, I need to actually go out and get a job. So I did. Me and my friend, Chelsea, who we both did our program together at Oscars, she has a job. She still works there now. She has a job with SeaWorld. So we went to SeaWorld one day. She took me there, and I liked SeaWorld. It's very chill. It's very like laid back. It's not Disney at all. And I was like, okay, I'll apply. So I applied. I got an interview, and then the day that I had my interview, I got the job. So I worked at SeaWorld for about a month. No, not a month. I worked at SeaWorld for about 3 months. 2 or 3 months. Like a good 2 or 3 months. So I worked at SeaWorld then, and then, and I want to say in like in March, I got an email from Disney saying, you have an interview with casting about your part-time position. And I was like, yes, it only took like 3 or 4 months, but I finally got part-time. So I went in for the interview for casting, and it wasn't really an interview. He was just like, let's look at some options you have for potential jobs. So I was like, okay. So he found a job at Magic Kingdom. So my first thought was, oh, Magic Kingdom, like so many thoughts went through my head, like late hours and all this stuff, but then he told me Lost and Found. And Lost and Found is in the Transportation and Ticket Center. And it was really nice. It was indoors. Half of my job, I got to sit down. It was really nice. It was organizing a lot, and I love organizing, so I love that. So it was a really chill job. So for about a good month, I was with SeaWorld and I was with Disney, just going back and forth. And it was really good. It was really solid. I liked it. Not the hours I wanted, but I liked it. It was content. Like, I was content. And then I got a call saying I was transferred to Epcot in Mouse Gear, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I love merchandise, so I can do merchandise, but it was just so quick. It was like I'm back in the park. Like, it was just the whole time. Yeah, it was just so quick the whole time. That whole like 2 days where I did my orientation for Epcot and like moving from Lost and Found to merchandise. I was like, what is happening with my life? Like, I don't know what's going on. And so, and all in all, I transferred from Lost and Found to Mouse Gear. I'm happy. I'm actually really happy in Mouse Gear because, first of all, I love merchandise. I came from merchandise in Hollywood Studios, so I was stroller, so I do know like the register part, but I had to learn how to embroider hats. I had to learn how to sell Pandora jewelry. I had to learn how to package pickup, because we did some package pickup in strollers, but not that much. And I had to learn all this stuff within like a few days. And I was like just so overwhelmed, but then at the same time I was excited because I got to pin trade again. I got to actually interact with guests again. And it's like I'm starting to love Mouse Gear. It's really nice. And then on top of it all, I can work at Oscars again. I can see my old managers and coordinators, and I love that. And my friends still work. Some of my friends from both my college programs still work here, so I can see them all the time. So it's just really nice. I think for the outcome of it all, like at first I was like, God, why are you doing this to me? Why are you moving me when I'm so content in my jobs right now? But I think overall it was for the better, because he knew what I needed, and I needed to be somewhere where I my comfort zone. I had to get out of it. So I'm in a bigger store. I'm more busier than I ever was in my first college program and my second college program, and I feel really blessed. That's a good word for it. I feel really blessed where I am, and where I'm living and how I'm doing right now. So that's pretty much how I'm going right now. I'm just living life. So for future videos, I'm definitely going to the parks. Major trips I'm planning, me and my past roommate Tate, we are planning to go to Disneyland again, so that's fun. We went to Disneyland. I didn't vlog it, of course, but we went to Disneyland for my birthday last year in September, and we absolutely loved it. We loved Disneyland. I didn't want to leave. I was crying on the plane. Like, I don't want to go back. I love Disneyland so much. If I could just snap my fingers and be there, I would be there right now. Like, I love Disneyland so much. I'm gonna vlog then. I'm making a trip to go see my roommate on my first program, Bethany. She's become one of my best friends. In Chicago. She lives in Chicago. Probably gonna go see her. I miss her. Probably gonna go back home in a few days. My parents said they were coming down soon. Hopefully. I haven't seen my parents in like forever. But hopefully I can vlog with them. But it's just really hard for me vlogging in parks, especially right now because it's so busy and it's raining all the time. I don't know if you could tell, but it's really dark and it's just really cloudy outside. So yeah, that's a few obstacles there, but I'm gonna try to vlog more. But yeah, and that's how my life is going right now. Pretty much. Just work. I'm just working a lot right now. I'm off 2 days every week, but I'm just working and just living life. But yeah, so anyway guys, that was my video. I hope you all have a magical day and a great week, and bye.